year 2. Yes, we are still together. I know you're so excited.
I know.
You have your favorite Web3 founders. I'm Brad.
And I'm Lacey.
We are going to play a high-stakes game. This might be some screaming, some yelling.
Yes, some cursing.
Yeah. This is actually a great opportunity for us to pitch our product that we've kind of developed over the last year. So we send out the top AI and Web3 jobs direct to your inbox. It's completely free of charge. We send it 3 times a week for free. For our premium subscribers, we send detailed, very targeted jobs to you an additional 2 times a week. The stakes are, because we like to inform our users about what's going on in Web3, what's going on in hiring, what might give them a leg up, what's our newest content. There's a lot of work that goes into this newsletter on a weekly basis. We're betting who has to draft it for a week. So this is some pretty high stakes here.
And for context, it's me that writes it.
It is?
It is me. And it's a lot of work. It takes time. It takes a lot of thought and effort and care. And so this would be essentially a week off for me, which I like.
It's a week's vacation.
It is a week's vacation. I will be on vacation when I win. And this is best 2 out of 3, or is this just you snooze, you win or you lose?
I mean, let's do 2 out of 3 because you haven't. I mean, I've bounced 4 times.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I will let you go first.
We can also decide after the first one. If I won, I think it's.
I'll move it too, so we can move it back and forth.
Okay.
Because it's
and we
hard.
Bounce from here.
You can bounce from here. Orange or blue, your
All
pick.
right. I will pick orange.
So I'll ask the first question.
Yes.
Lacey, what do we have going on at ETHDenver?
We have. Wait, what are the rules? Okay, wait.
Oh my! You are definitely gonna lose. Get ready for that newsletter.
My gosh. So ETHDenver, we're here hosting the official job fair on Saturday. We're expecting like 900 people signed up, and we're gonna have all of the Metaintro shticks. If you've come to one of our job fairs over the past year, you would know that we have some really cool stuff that happens. We have employers in the room. We have virtual jobs that are listed on the screens around the room. We have resume help stations, headshot stations, talks, panels. I mean, they're really filled with a lot of resources for you as a job seeker, and a DJ. And tomorrow, can't forget the DJ. And tomorrow we'll also have coffee, which is exciting. So we're here and going to host the biggest job fair we have to date, which is exciting.
It absolutely is. We've really centered specifically, if you've heard our shtick over the last, oh wow, she got 2 in a row. Are you going for that? Okay. You have to hit it. That's
so if it goes over. Okay.
That's the rule now. Yeah. Okay. You could just win right here.
Yeah.
Oh!
And can you see it on the other side? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we've really adjusted our product over the last, I would say, 6 to 9 months specifically, is we've switched from, we're still a resume wallet. We have really, you're definitely done. We've definitely realized that individuals just want the best matching job to their skill set and to their resume. So for us, it's been a huge boom in AI over the last year. We've now taken your resume, built a graph of it, and we are matching it to specific keywords, skills, certifications. It's very hard to do stuff like culture fit, which is why those, having an interview it's almost impossible to hire somebody without, having that, first 10 to 15 minute culture fit interviews, which is a perfect reason why come tomorrow. You're going to see this after the fact, but come to one of our job events. We're going to be at NFT NYC. You can meet the hiring manager directly. They can put a face to a name. It's a great way to introduce yourself. But for us, we're putting an emphasis on your resume. It's way too many times people have a resume that's stale because they know it's not working. They know it's just ending up in some, file that doesn't get looked at, doesn't get reviewed, doesn't get matched, doesn't work for them. Your resume should be one of the most up-to-date pieces of data on you. and it's going to be specific to you. That's why a LinkedIn profile, it's very vanilla. It's just really your job history. Nobody's getting back to the skills section to kind of make a match or anything like that. Your resume defines who you are as a professional. We think that's really important, and we're going to help you along the way to make that resume as accurate as possible to who you are as a candidate, and making companies see the value in that. So go to metaintro.com today/wallet, upload your resume, and you're going to be, in the mix for all the jobs that match your resume on a weekly basis as we're going through and matching your resume to how many jobs do we just passed 100,000 Web3 AI jobs posted to metaintro.com. We've got a couple hundred that are posted each day. That only is going to continue to grow. Maybe to segue, Lacey, do you want to talk about where we might go
in the future?
In the future, potentially?
Yeah. So there was a podcast I was on a few weeks ago where I got to kind of noodle and talk about this in person for the first time, of what I think our product can mean for the labor industry, period. And we've successfully, I think, garnered such an insane amount of interest and members over the past 6-8 months within the Web3 space. To date, we're at 600,000 users represented in over 170 countries around the world, about 24 languages. And I want to bring our product to the masses. I want to be able to use our technology to help everyone. You shouldn't have to just be in Web3 or AI to use our service. And I think talking about this moment of when do we expand, when do we service other industries, is a moment that a lot of Web3 companies, think about and work for. And, how you get there, that path looks like this, and maybe you never get there, but I think the product that we're building, it could be a product where at some point in the next 12, 24 months, you wouldn't even really know that it's technically a Web3 product. You know that Metaintro helps you land your job faster, period. And you don't care about the back-end stuff. You just know that this is a product that you can rely on that helps you get there 10x faster, and that's where we want to go.
Do you need new headshots to put your best foot forward in your job hunt? With BetterShot AI, you can get 120 professional headshots without leaving your house. You can upload 10 casual photos of yourself, and BetterShot takes care of the outfits and backgrounds. In less than 3 hours, your headshots are delivered to your inbox. No photographer, dressing up, or posing required when you use BetterShot AI. Get 120 photos for $25 using code MetaIntro.
So.
Absolutely. It's your turn.
No.
Did you just block yourself? That would be even funnier.
Yeah.
Not really. You're orange.
Eh.
Yes, that's what I needed.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And so since we last played games with friends, we've come a long way. We've had a really exciting, busy year. The last time we played Connect 4, we hadn't even hosted a job fair. And in the past year, we've hosted 4 IRL job fairs at major conferences around the US. We've scaled our members significantly. We've built an incredible team of talented individuals within the Web3 space, and we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel of where we can bring our product, which feels like 10 years, of building, but it's 1 year within startup world, and so much can change and so much can evolve, and it's just been a really exciting year for us at Metaintro.
How would you describe maybe our week-to-week schedule? Where would you, invite somebody to kind of work with us on a week-to-week basis?
What do you mean, like as a job seeker?
Yeah, as a job seeker.
And where they would find our product.
And what we have going on a week to be. Give us a week,
Yeah, if you're in the
Metaintro.
Metaintro world, you are being, what's the word? Like sugared with the best career opportunities and tooling and offers that you can find. From the content that's posted on our YouTube and our Twitter and our TikTok, from our careers team to the jobs that are sliding into your email inbox, to if you're in our Discord, you're saying GM to our moderator who's actively helping you find a job. When you become a part of the Metaintro community, you will feel like you are being supported by an army, that wants you to land a job, and wants you to succeed and wants you to learn along the way. And that's something that's taken time for us to grow. But I feel like if you ask anybody who's a part of the Metaintro community, they'd nod their head and say yes.
Sure. What's the easiest way to get in touch with you or the team?
DMs are always open.
DMs are always open.
You can find me at Lacey Kalani at Lacey Kalani on X. DMs are also open for anybody that is.
You have a chance to win.
I know I do.
Even though I've let you.
No, you haven't. Oh.
You get about 3 shots every. That would have been great if you knocked over the whole thing. Is that really? See, this is maybe my day-to-day.
This is how I win. It was best 1 out of 1.
Lacey does like to win. I have a good question to kind of wrap this. Somebody is prepping, not even for a Metaintro job fair, any job fair. What would you recommend that they do in preparation, and then maybe expect day of?
Yes. So you're coming to a job fair, there's so many things that you can do to stand out. And depending on, let's say you're a newbie, you've never been to a job fair, period, and you're like, how do I prepare? How do I make sure that I'm getting the best ROI on this event? Because it costs you time, it costs you money to go to these fairs sometime. Not to ours, but maybe to some other conferences. Always do your research up front. There will be sponsors there. Go to the sponsor page on the conference site and see who's hiring. Try to connect with people on LinkedIn beforehand. Let people know that you're going to be there. And when you're there, have your resume ready. Always have your resume ready, whether that's as like a QR code or one of those popples, a QR code on the back of your t-shirt. Get creative. And then it's all about the follow-up, which I feel like, a lot of people miss the mark. How do you create a follow-up strategy after the fair? Are there individual, do you email somebody? How long do you wait? How do you know that this person's going to remember you? And so everybody's journey is different. And, there's not like one unique way of doing it unless you have some opinions on it.
I think that's spot on. Prep, resume ready, follow-up. And I really say if you just kind of did those 3 things incredibly well, you kind of said one in the middle. I like somebody that's creative, because you got to remember, we've been hiring managers before. Lacey's hired thousands of people, for specific roles and stuff like that. People that do something creative that really tell the story of who you are, that's going to stick, because we're talking with hundreds of people. Tomorrow we'll each talk with, possibly 1,000 people. If you don't do something that makes, please do it within reason, but make a mark, make your mark on the world. Because when you follow up, it's going to be that much easier to make that connection, with that hiring manager. It's worked for me a couple times in some of the roles that I didn't think I, could potentially have access to. So again, prep. Know who you're kind of targeting, resume ready. We can help you with that. Any email I feel like Lacey sends out, it's like reply.
Yeah.
And we'll help.
Yeah.
And then obviously the follow-up. I feel like we should do some strategies on the follow-up.
Yeah.
That
would be good. Some extra content, some articles on examples on what a good follow-up email looks like, what a good subject line is to make sure that person opens your email. How many times do you follow up? How persistent do you become?
Yeah.
How do you create a relationship with that individual that maybe if they don't have any open roles for you that day, maybe they'll think of you in the future? There's so many good strategies, and we will put some links in the bio of this video.
We've got a new one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, Lacey, I don't know, we're going to go 2 years in a row you've won.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'll go.
That it sucks to be number 2.
I'll go cry in my beer now. We're excited to meet everybody later this year at a potential event. You know where to find us. Metaintro DMs are always open. We'll see you guys soon.
See you later.